ਹੈਲੋ ਫਰੈਂਡਸ, ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ, ਨਮਸਕਾਰ, ਸਲਾਮ। ਹੋਰ ਕੀ ਹਾਲ ਚਾਲ ਆ ਫਰੈਂਡਸ? ਆਪਣਾ ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਪਬਲਿਕ ਐਡਮਿਨਿਸਟ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਐਡਮਿਨਿਸਟ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਆ। ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਐਡਮਿਨਿਸਟ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਆ ਕਿ ਵਾਟ ਆਰ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਡ ਕੰਟਰੀਜ਼ ਐਂਡ ਵਾਟ ਆਰ ਦਾ ਫੀਚਰਸ ਆਫ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਡ ਕੰਟਰੀਜ਼। When we talk about developed countries, the first thing which comes in our brain is USA, England, France, German, Norway, Switzerland. These countries are called developed countries because they have a sound economy, high GDP, gross domestic product. Gross domestic product is the number and services and goods produced in a given country in a given period, means 1 year, is called GDP. So GDP is very high in these countries. These countries are highly industrialized countries, and as compared to these developed countries, we have a developing countries and underdeveloped countries. About developing countries and underdeveloped countries we'll talk in another video, but today's topic is developed countries and what are the features of developed countries. As you know friends, developed countries are those countries which have a high national income, high GDP, fully industrialized, the technology is updated, and there is a political stability in these countries. So these countries are called developed countries. For example, United States of America, England, German, Norway, Switzerland, etc., etc. Now what are developed countries? According to World Bank, that country is called developed country which has more per capita income, or which has per capita income of 12,536 US$, World Bank 2019. So the countries which have per capita income 12,536 US$, that country is called developed country. If we see the another way, according to the Human Development Index, that country is called developed country which has a value of 0.800 or more. That country is called developed country. Means in these countries we have a political stability, the GDP growth rate is more, national income is more, GNP is more. These countries are highly educated, highly industrialized, the technology is updated. So these countries are called developed countries. These developed countries have some peculiar features. These have political features, social features, economic features. Now what are the political features of developed countries? Number one, political stability. The most important feature of the political feature of a developed country is that there is a political stability. These countries are not politically undisturbed. If you see the case of India, there was a election after 13 days, there was election after 13 months, but developed countries are politically stable. Once you elect the government, that elect work for the fixed term. So in a developed country, it is a feature that there is a political stability in the developed nations. Two-party system. If you analyze in a developed nations, there is two-party system. Main two political parties are there in a developed countries. But if you see in a developing or underdeveloped countries, multi-party system is there. Example is India, Pakistan, multi-party system is there. So in a developed nation, two-party system is there. Next, political socialization. In a developed nations, political socialization has been done. The people are well aware about the politics. They have the political knowledge, political information. So in a developed countries, political socialization has been done, but if you compare developed nation with a developing nation, political socialization is very less in a developing or underdeveloped nations. Free and fair elections. In developed nations, the election is free and fair. They elect their representatives on the basis of work done. So it is a feature of developed nation that there are free and fair elections. There is a very less role of religion and caste or race in the elections in developed nations. They don't elect their representatives or leaders on the basis of caste, religion, or race. They elect their leaders, representatives on the basis of work, on the basis of agenda. So the religion, caste, race play less role in elections in a developed countries. Come to the social features of developed countries. There are so many social features in developed countries. Casteism. No, casteism is not there. Casteism is very rigid in developing and underdeveloped nations. But in developed nations, casteism is very less. Next, less population. If you see in developed nations, the population pressure is less. The population is very less. But as compared to developed nations, in a developing nation, the population is more. The population is more in underdeveloped nations also. You see, China, highly populated country. India, second most populated country in the world. Can you imagine the population of these two countries? You can analyze. And in developed nations, the population is very less. Literacy. The developed nations are highly literate nations. The population is literate. Norway is the most literate country in the world. All are graduates. If you compare literacy rate of developed nations with the literacy rate of developing or underdeveloped nations, you will find the differences. In India, our literacy rate according to 2011 census is 65.38. Can you imagine who is declared as literate in our country? One who can write or read his name is a literate. But in developed nations, in Europe, you can say that person who can read the instructions from the medicine, who can read the instructions on medicine, it is ointment, it is for external use, is called literate. So literacy rate is more in developed nations. Very less social evils. In developed nations, the social evils like dowry, female infanticide, child marriage, not present. But in developing nations, these social evils are present. Even in these days, in this century, these evils are present. No discrimination. In developed nations, there is no discrimination. You are a boy, you are a girl. No discrimination is done. But if you see the social structure of developing or underdeveloped nations, discrimination is there. Next, good education system. In a developed nation, the education system is very good. They are updated education system is there. The updated technology has been used in education system in the developed nations. But in a developing or underdeveloped nations, even we don't have all-weather rooms in our schools. no recruitment of teachers in schools, permanent teachers in colleges, in universities. So these are the social features of developed countries. Comes to the economic features of developed nations or developed countries. More GDP, gross domestic product. Gross domestic product is the number of services and goods produced in a country in a given period is called GDP. The GDP is more in developed nations as compared to developing or underdeveloped nations. If GDP is more, then more GNP. The national product, gross national product of developed nation is more. Well developed of means of transportation through air, road or water. In developed nations, the well developed of transport system is there through sea, road or air. Highly industrialized. The developed nations are highly industrialized. The industry is very strong. The products are very good. Updated technology. In developed nations, the technology is updated. They use the updated technology in industry and agriculture. So their products are very good. Focus on research and development. The developed nations, they always focus on research and development. Research is very important for every country. But if you compare the developed nations with the developing nations or underdeveloped nations, they focus less on research. So friends, these are the political, social, economic features of developed nations. ਇੱਥੇ ਮੈਂ ਐਂਡ ਅਪ ਕਰਦਾ ਵਾਂ ਫਰੈਂਡ ਅਗਰ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਅੱਛਾ ਲੱਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਲਾਈਕ ਕਰਿਓ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮੇਰਾ YouTube ਚੈਨਲ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸਰ ਕੋਮਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੂੰ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਕਰੋ ਅਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੰਸਟਾਗ੍ਰਾਮ 'ਤੇ professor_ਕੋਮਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਫੋਲੋ ਕਰੋ। ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ, ਨਮਸਕਾਰ, ਸਲਾਮ।